And the idea is you have to step up the ladder of frequencies bit by bit until you enter that frequency of love and stay there. The momentum will carry you into higher and higher states as you go. Hello, and we say fantastic day to you at this moment in your time. We are the Palladium Council, and we thank you for allowing this transmission to take place. How can we be of service to you now?
Hello. I want to ask today about quantum jumping, and I'll first of all give you my understanding in case that's not correct. But when you've said there are past reincarnations and future reincarnations and even parallel versions of ourselves, I thought, well, I can access things from my future reincarnations or from parallel reincarnations.
Correct.
And then I thought, even I can allow my unconscious, because I'm used to that kind of idea, to choose what it accesses. So I don't even have to choose. I can let my unconscious choose anything from my future reincarnations, parallel reincarnations, any aspect of time and space that's connected to me, and surprise me and bring it to me and make my life wonderful. So that's my idea. And maybe it's kind of quantum kangaroo. What do you say about all this?
There's many different ways that people apply this concept of quantum jumping in your world. Some are correct, some are a bit skewed, though this is on point that as you raise your frequency and you connect with your higher mind, the energy from all of your past and future incarnations becomes available to you. And this means talents, informations, and all sorts of things can simply manifest through you when you enter into that flow state. It also means if you go into a sort of hypnosis, you can recall this information and make use of it in your life by uncovering what roles you played or will play, so to speak, in the future, and finding ways to bring some of that genius into the present moment.
So what methods would you advise? What kind of general methodology or approach would you suggest?
Follow your passion, first of all, and allow for synchronicity to guide you to what is relevant for you. Recognize that you are inherently already doing these shifts into these other aspects of yourself when you live in that state of bliss. And so there's no more that you need to do, essentially. Though, for those of you who find yourself very curious to explore, go into hypnosis or go into meditation to regress to these other states of consciousness and meet your past and future selves. The more you get acquainted with them, the more you will find that they are present with you at all times. Because again, this path of following your formula eventually leads you to become more psychic. And the higher your frequency becomes, the less you need to alter your consciousness in a drastic way to be able to meet these other aspects of your being.
Yeah, I suppose we're all different. I don't have much curiosity, or I suppose trust in particular past lives, details of future lives, even details of parallel lives. My interest is just to get straight to the goodies. But I am accepting that I am much more than I appear. I have all abilities, and whatever ability I need it's abundant. It's available there for me in any moment, in any way that's miraculous. And I just kind of expect it, and then miracles do happen.
Yes. That's the best way to stay in that flow state when you let that energy guide you. And we will say about this idea of shifting between realities again, that in every single moment you are shifting between an infinite amount of parallel realities. So you don't have to intend to quantumly shift. It's more of recognizing that you are quantumly shifting. And when you choose to act on your passion and your vibration raises, you are in a different world and you are making different sorts of connections with different aspects of your own soul. When you choose to let fear guide your actions or some other sort of expression of fear, anger, for example, is an expression of fear, even though it doesn't feel as intense as fear. It can move you closer towards the energy of love if you are in a great level of fear, but it is still a distortion nonetheless. So any of these choices that you make guided by the lower emotions put you in a dimension where that is your vibration and that energy is being attracted around you. And the idea is you have to step up the ladder of frequencies bit by bit until you enter that frequency of love and stay there. The momentum will carry you into higher and higher states as you go.
So what style would you recommend to a general audience, people who maybe are looking at this video and it's new to them? What do you recommend? You recommend visualizing particular reincarnations as the way to go, or where do they start?
No, you're making this too complicated. You just follow the formula, that's all.
All right.
We don't suggest that you do anything to quantumly shift. We think that some of these ideas are not helpful to you. Again, the idea is follow the formula and recognize that when you do that, you are quantumly shifting. There need be no other action. If you find it relevant to obtain information of your past and future lifetimes, then pursue it. If you really feel that, if that's something you're passionate about, that is your higher mind acting through you, guiding you to do that. But after a period of time of obtaining this relevant information, your frequency will be higher. And naturally, if you need information from other lifetimes, it will present itself. Sometimes this information presents itself without there being a clear source, in that you might get information from a past life without knowing that that's where it came from, because it's not relevant for you to know. If it's relevant for you to know where the information came from, your own intuition will reveal the source as well.
Yeah. I mean, personally, as I say, I don't like the details. I just like the goodies.
Yes.
I was just wondering how that is for other people. But you also said some quantum jumping is twisted or wrong or skewed. Can you explain what to avoid with this concept?
Well, the idea is that sometimes people use a technique or a tool to suppress negative emotions. And we have to discuss the difference between suppressing something and transcending it. When you suppress something, you are saying, this energy, this vibration, this feeling is not something I can accept. And you use force to send that deeper into your subconscious. When you transcend something, you have to accept it. It is not transcendence if you are not accepting of it. Acceptance is inherent in the concept of transcendence. So to transcend something, you acknowledge it, you feel it, you face it, but in feeling it and facing it, you recognize that you prefer something different. And so you choose to vibrate higher without force, without any pushing down or pushing away. And you can become aware that that energy might be around you, might still exist. For example, if you are in a room of people who are angry and you try to suppress that anger, usually things don't go well. If you accept that energy and you accept it also within yourself and you stay present to the experience, you can raise your own vibration to that of acceptance, to that of compassion, to that of love and joy. And simply the presence of that energy will neutralize the energy field in the room for those who choose to ride the wave with you. If they don't choose to ride the wave with you, then that is all right. That is a choice they are making. You can still remain in balance while holding both of those frequencies. That's really what it means to transcend something. It's to have no resistance to it, to not care if it's present, to, in a sense, enjoy it. But again, recognize there's something you enjoy more and put more focus on what you enjoy more.
Right, that's clear. Is there anything else you'd like to say on this topic?
No, not necessarily.
Okay, well, I think we're complete for now.
All right, thanks to you then, yes.
Thanks very much.
On a spaceship of Babel, we are gliding through the stars on a 5-year mission beyond Jupiter and Mars. A celestial encounter on a future Noah's Ark, and you won't hear us coming if you whisper in the dark. There's an Ewok close behind me as we try to disembark here. Obi-Wan Kenobi as we whisper in the dark.